Hello guys, we're gonna be doing a couple puzzles today. We'll do one survival, one 5 minute, and one 3 minute. Okay. Uh, in this position, we can just take the rook. That's just a free rook. Here, this is a free queen. We'll win the queen. This will fork the king and the knight, so we'll win a piece. This is gonna be checkmate in one. The rook behind the queen protects the queen. Okay. This looks like it's gonna be checkmate. This knight can't block neither these pieces, and this king cannot go up because of the knight that's right here. So that's checkmate in one. This is also checkmate in one. I don't know why the king is on e3, but it is, and we'll use it to checkmate. This position, what can we do? We can take here. Okay, that wasn't it. Here we'll take on f7. The king or rook will take back, and then we'll take the queen. And then we'll bring our king up, as there's no other legal move. Here we can check. We can also attack the two bishops and probably win one of them, but he goes b5. But if we go check, he has only one legal move, and then we'll checkmate with this bishop because the king cannot go back to these two squares since the rook is covering. Here, this is going to be a checkmate in two. So we're going to take with the queen. The king is going to move over here. And once we check, the king has no other escape squares. All the surrounding squares are taken by its pieces or by the queen, and the bishop is defended by the queen. So let's checkmate. In this position, I believe we can check on f3. So knight f3. If queen takes, then we'll take the queen. If pawn takes, then we'll take the queen this way. And if he takes over here, we have the rook defended by the other rook. And we'll take the queen here. And let's see this position. We can take the knight, bishop takes, and then queen takes, and we'll win a piece. Once we take, we have two knights and he has only one bishop. Okay, he captures. Let's see. I think we might have some crazy move like there, and then we'll take the queen. So that was a discovered attack to the queen. In this position, we can just take here. I think that should be just fine. And then we'll go here, and then take the knight. Okay. Can we go here? There, and then this should just be checkmate right here, since the king can't go to any of these squares, and this is going to be check in this file, so he can't go back, and the queen also covers these two squares. So this is going to be just checkmate. And that was his only legal move. He couldn't go back because of the queen on g3. So this is checkmate. Okay. The king once again is stuck kind of in the middle of the board. So is this one, but we have a rook that's attacking. Let's see what we can play here. Can we play c5? c5, king here. Knight takes, and he can't go back and defend his knight. That move, do we go knight here? Knight here, the king can't go back. And if he captures, then we just take this knight. So this should just be a free piece. The queen is almost trapped here. I think bishop g4 traps the queen. The queen can't go back here. The bishop covers. He can't go here. The pawn covers. He can't capture or capture. This pawn defends this pawn and this rook. And queen defend this pawn. The queen can't go here. The bishop is going to be over here, so it doesn't cover, but the queen covers. And the queen can't go here. Is the queen and king cover that square. So this should just be a trapped queen. Okay, here we can take this bishop. And once he takes, we'll go knight to f2, and we'll be forking the king and the rook in the corner. So we'll take the bishop first. The reason why we didn't play knight to f2 first was because he could have just taken back with his bishop. But in this position, there's no defender to the f2 square. Here we're gonna check here. If he plays g3, which is probably going to happen, we're going to take. And once he takes, we're just going to take the rook in the corner. If he doesn't take, then he'll have to move his king up and he'll no longer be able to castle. So we'll take this and we'll take the rook. Here we can go queen check and take this queen. And he can't take that rook, but we're going to attack his rook. His rook is undefended, so he can't. We're going to have a queen for one of his rooks. And see, in this position, I think we can just play knight to h4, and I don't think there's a way to stop checkmate on g2, as the queen is defended by the knight. Let's see, in this position, he has a passed b pawn, so it has to be some sort of checkmate, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see the way to do it, though. I don't see any forcing moves. This is the only capture slash check. But I don't think that works. Maybe queen here, just trying to check here. Yeah, that's probably wrong. There's a lot of moves to consider in this position. Here, I think we can take the bishop. We'll take the queen, and we'll take this, and we win a piece in that variation. Here we have an amazing tactic. So the queen and the bishop are lining up to the h7 square, h7 pawn, which is only defended by the king. Usually there's a knight on f6 that defends backwards, but there isn't one here. The only problem is we have our knight is in the way. So if we were able to get our knight out of the way, we would be able to checkmate. The only problem is our queen is under attack. So that means if we go knight f6, we're going to be checking the king, which means it's a forcing move. So he can capture two different ways. Either way he captures, our queen and our bishop are unleashed. So this is just going to be checkmate in the next move. In this position, our bishop is attacking his queen, and his knight is attacking our bishop, our queen rather. So if we take his queen, he can take our queen, and then we take this rook, and we're up in exchange in that variation. We can also go for bishop takes. If bishop takes here, then we just move our queen, and we're up a queen for a piece. If we move our queen, our bishop is still attacking, but he can move his queen back. And once if we were to take this knight, then he pushes this pawn, and our bishop is pinned, so we can't move our bishop in that variation. But if he does play queen to c7, the main difference between queen to c7 and queen to d7 is after queen to d2, queen to d7, we take here, and he pushes. We would, in the other variation where he plays queen to c7, remember our queen is here, we can take here. If he pushes, we'll take here, king here, and then we'll take the rook. So queen on d7 defends both of these pieces. So d5 is possible, winning back the piece. But if we just take the queen and then take the rook, we're going to be up in exchange. So there's no need to complicate that. In this position, we have a bishop that is stopping our pawn from promoting. So we have to figure out if we have to either push this pawn or try to push this pawn first. I think it should just be this one. We'll go here. And I don't think he can stop both pawns. Here, we can take here. If he takes here, we'll take here. Rook takes, and then we'll take this bishop. And that should be good for us. Oh, and that was so I accidentally I thought that he was going to just go rook takes, and that's why I pre-moved that. But the reason why I was wrong, the reason why I was wrong is I could have just taken here, and that would have been fine. Okay, we'll do a 3 minute and then a 5 minute. Okay, so we got 25 in the 3 minute. We'll see what we get in the 5 minute portion. This is checkmate in one. It's a free rook, and that's checkmate. Checkmate is you can take here, take there, and then we'll get the rook in the corner. Here, this is checkmate in one. This pins the queen to the king. Where white here, that's checkmate in one. Here we can take the rook and then take the other rook, so we're up a piece. This forks both the king and the rook, and then we stop the pawn from promoting with our king. Okay, he's attacking 3 times and we're defending twice. You can go here and take this knight, and then take the queen, and then the bishop, so we win a piece in that variation. You can just take here and get the rook in the corner. That was fork. This should be checkmate in a couple, maybe. You can also just take the rook. Taking should be fine. Rook there, and no more checks. There we win the rook in the corner. Take here first, that's going to be check, and then we take the rook. Here we can go here, and then we'll checkmate the king. And take this right here. We take the queen, and then we take the rook. We're up in exchange. Here we take, and then once he takes, we take the rook in the corner. This is almost checkmate. It should be unavoidable because this pawn stops him from escaping out on f2. Here we can take here, and then this should be checkmate. The two bishops stop the king from escaping. We can take this rook, and then this rook is gonna stop pin his queen, so that's gonna be almost a free queen, basically. We can take that bishop. Okay, that was wrong. We can take on c3. And then, do we go here? Where do we go from here? This bishop is really loose. So if we go there, queen there, queen there, I don't see the move. Do we go here? And then we win the queen and we move the king out of the way. That one was a tough one. Here, we can go here and then we'll pin the knight to the king and we'll win the knight. It's a free piece. Here, I think we can go here. We're attacking the queen. If we take here and he takes our queen, then we take his queen and then we take his bishop. Then we win a piece after he takes our queen. We can take here and then take here and win a piece. We can almost go here. Well, we can go here. We're attacking the queen. Here, and we're attacking the queen again with the rook, so he has to sacrifice his queen, which is fine with us. We'll take that bishop, and then we'll check, and then win the knight on a6 as it's undefended. Here, that's almost definitely checkmate in like a couple. Here. Where's the checkmate? Take the rook and checkmate. Queen here, that should be checkmate in a couple. Take the knight first, I believe. We just take the queen. Where do we go here? Here, there. Okay, we take there. Take the rook. Go here. Take here maybe, and then take the queen. Okay, we just barely got 31. I'm pretty sure we can do better. We'll try that one again. Let's go to a puzzle battle. I haven't done one of these. So this is basically where they pair you up with another person of approximately the same rating, and you have to just beat him in the puzzles. Okay, we're right here. We'll just go here and promote, and we're promoting with check. We'll take this rook, and then we'll take this one. So he can't move his king up because of the bishop. This should be easy because he's only rated 341. This is a free knight. We can go here. We're white. We can just promote here. This is checkmate in 1. So we already beat our opponent because he got 3 wrong. But we'll see how far we can go. This is checkmate in 1. Okay, this is checkmate in 1. This is going to be checkmate in a couple. Here we can go here and then checkmate in the back rank. This is going to be checkmate in 3. This is going to be checkmate in 1. Here we can almost take here. We just take there. There, the queen should be trapped. We'll check here and then take the bishop. Our bishop defends our queen. This should be checkmate in 1. That traps the queen, I think. That's a very common queen trap. Here, and then he has to take one of our pieces. That's check, so we have to address the check first, and then this is the only legal move. We go... Where do we go? Here? Okay, that was wrong. Here we can check, and then win the queen. Here we pin the queen to the king, and then we win the queen. This should be checkmate in 1. Is there a way to check this king? Do we take here maybe? Okay, I don't know why that was right, but it was right. This should be checkmate in 1. We have a work on f1, and it was stopping the king from escaping. This is checkmate in 2. Here we can check, 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 and then win the rook. Here this is going to be checkmate in 2, in 3 rather. There we promote, we check again, and then we run the rook, and then we play some random move because we're about to lose. Okay, we got 24. We'll see if we can get another one in. And this should be the end of the video once we get one more opponent. Okay, we're playing into 5-17. Here we take the rook. This should be checkmate in 1. We can take this pawn. I'm not sure why that was a puzzle. Here we can take the knight. This is checkmate in 1. So we could just go slow if we'd like, but I want to get as many as we can in the 3-minute time that they gave us. Here we can go queen check, and then taking was correct actually. That was just a mouse slip. Here we go here and mate. Here we can we can win this knight. That was check. Here we can go here, queen check, and then win the rook. That should be mate in 2. This is almost mate. We just have to figure out a way to check. That's checkmate. And in the next move, here we check and then take the bishop, and we win a piece. Here we'll go here, and take the rook. He took the pawn because it's passed, and we would have promoted. That's gonna be checkmate in. Actually, that's just the free rook. Here we can take here and then go here and win the rook, and we're up 30 pawns. Here we go here, and then we take. Okay, here we can go bishop here and check, and that's going to be mate. Here we can go here and take again. We win a piece. Here we fork and win the queen. We can even sacrifice if we'd like. We go here. Oh, we could have just gone king up. King up was more correct. We can go here, take this, and then win a. We have 2 pieces for a rook. Here we'll win one of these 2 pieces. That's going to be a trapped bishop. Let's see, in this case, we can go here. Okay, we got that one wrong. He has 42 seconds, so we'll see how far he gets. At the moment, he's halfway to where we were at, and he has only 31 seconds. Let's see, he got that one wrong. That one was rook to c2, I believe, and then rook to b2. Let's see, what was the correct, what was the solution to this one? I can't figure this one out. If there, king takes, here, there. That can't be it. I wonder what the solution to it is. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe it's just rook here? Rook there, and he can't stop checkmate. If he goes here, we take, there, that's checkmate. He can't move, he can't take it because that's, yeah, that was the solution. It was kind of hard to figure out because you have to sacrifice your knight as it's being attacked and you can't move it. But yes, this was just going to be checkmate in a couple. Okay, well, GG to our opponents, and we'll see if we can. I don't know when I'm going to record next, but we'll have to figure that out sometime soon.